Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Sam Darnold and the New York Jets.
Well, the roof is closed. Probably tell. The mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Jets. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is Tony Pollard. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
When he came out of college, I thought his best attribute was being able to break the pocket and make plays in the open field. But watching him develop over the years, you see a guy who can stand in the pocket and deliver excellent throws into tight windows.
Prescott on first down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a gain of 7 yards. A Cowboy first down there, Prescott to Gallup.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Elliott. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott, throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter, and he's got a first down. Throwing, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here now comes the Jets offense, and the man that will be captaining the ship at 6'3", it's Sam Darnold.
I remember talking with a scout about him, and he said, you know, I love the fact that he was a high school basketball player. He does so many things with his legs to keep plays alive. He did the same thing as a basketball player, kind of a point guard, knows where the ball is supposed to go, and knows how to deliver it to the open man.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Now, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll toss it left to Gore. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Darnold. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Gore. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
On second down, Prescott again. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This is Elliott. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Prescott from the gun.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Draw play, Elliott. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
And Darnold going to keep this himself.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But if the assignment gets mixed up, that's the end result.
A first down throw, Darnold. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time.
And now it's 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Back to throw, Darnold. hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up fourth.
Now, that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously, no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Prescott now. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Prescott's pass intended for Amari Cooper.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away.
The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep.
It's taken to the 26.
Receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
First down.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
His throw incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
4-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Screen play, Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. He'll look to set up his blockers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd down and 8. They'll try to throw now. Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. from the red zone now. Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best design plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Jets 7.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A final shot before the break. Darnold. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Ezekiel Elliott who put together a solid first half. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Do what you do.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And they start the second half with Johnson. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Faking the give, Darnold. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1, completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, 1st down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his target. It's Schultz. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing, Prescott. They still can't get it. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Patrick Owasor able to run it down for a loss of a yard.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw is Prescott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Cowboys 20, Jets 7.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And New York set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Fights through, and now a crease. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes us down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big pickup of 38.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Hooking up over the middle with Herndon. Darnold to his tight end, Herndon, 1st down, New York.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Now Pollard. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Prescott on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Elliott.
Prescott with the give to Easy.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Prescott to throw it. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will make this a 9-point lead.
Cowboys 23, Jets 14.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. From the shotgun, he'll throw. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the 50, it's Darnold. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. And a good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw, Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Darnold on first down. He gets it left side to Johnson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Darnold trying to hustle everybody along with the clock moving. Now Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now it's Darnold. That is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Onside kick. Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out and made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
A first down carry by Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.